There comes a moment in every believer's life when God feels distant. You pray, but it feels like you're talking to an empty room. You read the Bible, but the words don't seem alive. You try to worship, but your heart is numb. You start to wonder, has God left me? Has he stopped listening? Did I do something wrong? If that's where you are right now, you are not alone. Some of the greatest men of faith, David, Job, even Jesus, experienced the silence of God. But what if I told you that God's silence is not his absence, that his distance is not his rejection? If you're walking through a spiritual dry season, this message is for you. Because by the end of this video, you'll see that even when God feels distant, he is closer than you think. Step 1. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Job 23:8-10. If I go to the east, he is not there. If I go to the west, I do not find him. But he knows the way that I take. When he has tested me, I will come forth as gold. Job lost everything, his family, his health, his wealth. He cried out to God, but heard nothing. But notice what Job says. He knows the way that I take. Job couldn't see God, but God saw Job. God's silence is not his absence. Sometimes he is not speaking because he is testing, refining, and strengthening your faith. Think of a teacher in a classroom. Before the test, the teacher is speaking, guiding, instructing. But during the test, the teacher is silent. What if your silence is actually your test? What if God is seeing whether you will trust him even when you don't feel him? God may be quiet, but he is still present. He is preparing you. Stay faithful. Step 2. Don't trust your feelings. Trust his promises. Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Your feelings will lie to you. They will tell you God has left. They will say he doesn't care. But feelings are not facts. Jesus himself felt this. On the cross he cried, my God, why have you forsaken me? Matthew 27:46. But had God truly abandoned him? No. Jesus was fulfilling prophecy. God was still in control. Think about a stormy night. The clouds cover the sky and you can't see the stars. Does that mean they're gone? No. The stars are still shining. You just can't see them right now. God is still with you, even when you don't feel him. His promises are greater than your emotions. Stand on what he said, not what you feel. Reflect here. Has there been a time when God felt distant, but looking back you realized he was working all along? Step 3. Stop looking for signs and start seeking his heart. Jeremiah 29:13. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. Many people only pursue God when they need something, a miracle, a breakthrough, a feeling of his presence. But what if God is teaching you to seek him, not just his blessings? Imagine a child who only talks to his father when he wants money. Is that a real relationship? No. The father longs for his child to love him, not just his gifts. Maybe God's silence is an invitation to seek him not for what he can do, but for who he is. God doesn't just want to be your provider, he wants to be your father. Will you seek him even when he is silent? Step 4. Remember what God did in your past. Psalm 77:11. I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your miracles of long ago. When Israel was in the wilderness, God performed miracle after miracle. He split the Red Sea, rained down manna, guided them by a pillar of fire. But the moment things got hard, they forgot. When you don't hear God now, remember what he has already done. Think about David. Before he faced Goliath, he said, 1 Samuel 17:37, The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine. David looked back on past victories to fuel his faith for his current battle. Look back on what God has already done for you. If he was faithful then, he will be faithful now. Step 5. Keep praying even when it feels useless. Luke 18:1. Then Jesus told his disciples a parable to show them that they should always pray and not give up. When God feels distant, the biggest mistake you can make is to stop praying. That's exactly what the enemy wants. For you to disconnect, to give up, to let silence turn into separation. Think about Daniel. He prayed for 21 days before an angel finally appeared with his answer. But that angel told him something shocking. Daniel 10:12-13. From the first day that you set your mind to gain understanding and to humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come in response to them. But the prince of the Persian kingdom resisted me 21 days. God answered Daniel's prayer immediately, but there was spiritual warfare delaying the response. What if your answer is already on the way, but there's a battle happening in the spiritual realm? Do not stop praying, because your prayers are reaching heaven. Conclusion. God has not left you. Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. If you've been feeling like God is far away, I need you to know, He has not left. He is closer than ever. He is testing you, strengthening you, and calling you deeper. When the clouds cover the sky, the stars are still shining. When the teacher is silent, the test is happening. When the soldier is in training, the instructor steps back. You are in a season of growth. Stay faithful. Keep praying. God is closer than you think. If this video spoke to you, type "God is with me" in the comments. Let's stand together in faith. Subscribe for more videos that will strengthen your walk with Christ. God bless.